In a small village nestled between rolling hills and vast fields of maize, there lived a young lady named Amara. Amara was known throughout the village for her beauty, kindness, and wisdom. Though she was pursued by many suitors, she remained single, waiting for the right man to share her life with. One day, while visiting the market, Amara crossed paths with a wise old prophet. His eyes, though clouded with age, held a sparkle of foresight. He approached Amara with a gentle smile and said, "My child, your heart yearns for true love. The man you seek, your future husband, will be named John. Keep this in your heart, for the name John will guide you to your destiny." Amara was filled with hope and anticipation. She believed in the prophet's words and decided to be patient, trusting that fate would lead her to the man named John, who would become her husband. Weeks passed, and Amara's life went on as usual. She continued her daily routines, yet her thoughts were often occupied by the prophecy. Then, one fateful day, as she was returning from the river with a pot of water balanced on her head, she encountered a man who introduced himself as John. He was tall, with a warm smile and a gentle demeanor that immediately caught her attention. Her heart fluttered, and she wondered if he could be the one. To her surprise, in the following days, Amara met another man named John while at the village square. He was strong, with a deep voice and a confident stride. His presence was commanding, and Amara felt a different kind of attraction toward him. Before long, a third John appeared in her life. This John was a skilled carpenter, known for his craftsmanship and dedication to his work. He was humble and kind, always willing to help others. As if fate was playing a trick on her, two more Johns soon entered her life. One was a farmer with a heart as vast as the fields he tended, and the other was a musician whose melodies could bring tears to the eyes of those who listened. Amara was left in a state of confusion. Each of the 5 Johns had qualities that she admired, and she found herself liking them all for different reasons. But which one was the true John that the prophet had spoken of? Amara's heart was heavy with indecision. She knew she could not marry all 5 Johns, but how was she to choose the right one? She decided to seek the counsel of the prophet once more, hoping he could provide clarity. But when she arrived at the prophet's hut, she was met with tragic news. The old man had passed away the day before. Tears welled up in Amara's eyes. The prophet was no longer there to guide her, and now she had to rely on her own judgment. She had to find the true John among the 5 who had captured her heart. Determined not to give up, Amara decided to spend time with each John individually, getting to know them better and observing how they treated others and how they made her feel. Amara started with the first John she had met, the gentle one with the warm smile. They went on long walks through the village, talking about their dreams and aspirations. He listened intently to Amara, always showing understanding and compassion. He was respectful and caring, traits that Amara deeply valued. However, as much as she enjoyed his company, there was a nagging doubt in her heart. While he was kind and considerate, Amara couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. She wanted to be sure, so she decided to move on to the next John. The second John was the confident one with the deep voice. He took Amara to the market, introducing her to his friends and speaking with authority on various topics. His confidence was appealing, and Amara admired his leadership qualities. He made her feel protected, and she liked the idea of having a strong partner by her side. But as they spent more time together, Amara noticed that he was often more interested in his own opinions than in hers. He was strong and commanding, but Amara wondered if he would ever truly listen to her heart. The third John, the humble carpenter, was a man of few words. He invited Amara to his workshop, where he showed her the furniture he had made with his own hands. His dedication to his craft was evident, and Amara was touched by his modesty and hard work. He was gentle and considerate, always thinking of others before himself. Amara found peace in his presence, but she also wondered if his quiet nature would be enough to sustain a lifetime of partnership. Could she live without the excitement and passion she had felt with the other Johns? The fourth John, the farmer, was as dependable as the sun rising each morning. He showed Amara the vast fields he tended, speaking passionately about the land and the food it provided for the village. His hands were calloused from hard work, but his heart was as tender as the soil he nurtured. Amara appreciated his dedication to his work and his sense of responsibility. He was a provider, and she knew he would always take care of his family. But as much as she respected him, she wasn't sure if their connection was strong enough to build a marriage on. The fifth John was the musician. He serenaded Amara with beautiful songs that spoke of love and longing. His music touched her soul, and she felt a deep emotional connection with him. He was creative and expressive, qualities that Amara found intriguing. But as she spent more time with him, Amara wondered if his head was too often in the clouds. Could he be relied upon in times of hardship? Would his passion for music always come before their relationship? Amara was torn. Each John had qualities that she admired, but none of them felt like the complete package. She had hoped that spending time with each of them would reveal the true John, but instead, she felt more confused than ever. One evening, as she sat under the stars, Amara had a realization. She had been searching for the perfect man, but perfection didn't exist. What mattered most was finding someone who truly understood her, who would love her unconditionally and stand by her side through life's ups and downs. With this newfound clarity, Amara revisited each John, this time focusing on how they made her feel rather than what they could offer. Slowly, she began to see that one John stood out from the rest. He wasn't perfect, but he made her feel safe, loved, and valued for who she was. This John was the humble carpenter. Though he was quiet, he had a deep understanding of Amara's heart. He supported her dreams and listened to her thoughts, always making her feel heard and respected. He might not have been the most exciting or the most confident, but he was the one who made her feel at home. This pattern continues as Amara grows closer to the right John, realizing that true love is not about finding someone perfect, but finding someone who compliments and understands her. Eventually, Amara and the right John marry and live happily ever after, with the story weaving through their journey of love, challenges, and growth as a couple over the remaining chapters.